What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. Last time, we scaled Mount Ember and caught Moltres. And this time, we're not on the Sevii Islands. I know I said at the end of the last episode that I would be talking to Celio and doing whatever he says, but I actually want to go talk to Professor Oak, so let's go ahead and do that. Good to see you. How's your Pokédex coming along? Here, let me take a look. The amount of progress you've made on your Pokédex is 136 Pokemon seen and 63 Pokemon owned. Professor Oak's rating? Ho ho! This is turning into quite the respectable Pokédex. Now this is exciting. Phoenix, I have another important favor to ask of you. I need you to listen carefully. Recently, there has been sightings of many rare Pokemon species. I'm talking about Pokemon that have never been seen in Kanto. I would love to go see things for myself, but I'm much too old. Since I can't do it, Phoenix, I'd like you to go in my place. Hey, I heard that. Gramps, what's with favoring Phoenix over me all this time? I went and collected more Pokemon and faster too. You should just let me handle everything. I know. Of course I need your help too. Now, I need to see both your Pokédexes. And we hand over the Pokédexes, and he kind of just like puts in like a microchip, I guess. And that's done. Now these units can record data of a lot more Pokemon. And our Pokédexes are upgraded. Now, Phoenix and Gary! This time, you really must work towards filling your Pokédexes. I urge you to make them the best and most complete of all time. Truly, this is a momentally great undertaking in Pokemon history. Gramps, calm down. Don't get so excited. I'll get the Pokédex completed, don't you worry about a thing. I think I'll try looking around one island first. Anyway, I'm out of here. So, once again, Oak is sending us on a quest because I guess his back hurts. I'm too old for this. You gotta go run errands for me, Phoenix. So, anyway, we are just going to head over to Vermilion City and head back to One Island now. Alright, back on One Island. Now I want to go talk to Celio. So the trigger for Oak to give you the national dex is what it is. You have to both catch 60 Pokemon and you have to have 60 Pokemon caught, you have to beat the Elite Four, and you have to do the quest to save Lost Stella on the Sevii Islands in order for Oak to give you the Pokédex. But with it, we can now come back and talk to Celio. Phoenix, how have things been for you? Oh, is that right? You've caught many Pokemon. Do you know what? Maybe I can be useful to you. I'm modifying the network machine right now. I'm changing it so that it can handle trades over long distances. When I get finished, you'll be trading for exotic Pokemon from trainers far away. But there is a slight catch. For the link to work, the machine needs a special gemstone. It's supposed to be on One Island, but I haven't found one yet. Who knows where it might be? And that is literally all he says, I think. Let me talk to him one more time. I was trying to find the gemstone even while I was studying. As a result, I've made no headway in both my research and studies. If I relied on Bill, I'm sure my research would progress. But this time, I want to try to do things by myself. Alright, well, he's not giving us any hints. So, the first place we actually need to go is back over to Mount Ember. Because I believe my repel is still on, but let me check. So the first place we need to go is back over to Mount Ember because the first objective we have or the gemstone that we are looking for is actually over in Mount Ember, even though he doesn't actually tell us that for some reason. I was almost certain that he did, but I guess he's just like, it gotta be somewhere on one island. And the only other place on one island is Mount Ember. So I guess eventually you would just kind of stumble over here. But over on Mount Ember, last time we went that direction. So this time we want to head over here. But first I want to change around. No, I don't. I'll leave Zara in the front. We just want to head up here. Woo, punch through at last. Let's go treasure hunting. Any treasure we find, we haul back to the warehouse, understood? Oh, and what are the passwords at the rocket warehouse, I mean? What? You forgot the passwords? There are actually two. The first one's Goldini Log. And the second one is... Hey, this snoop's been listening in. Alright, I guess we need to talk to him. Trying to horn in on our treasure? Don't bet on it. I think the term is hone in, not horn in. What does horn in even mean? And oh. I guess these guys are not that strong. I was expecting 40s at least. This guy came at me with a level 35 Rattata. That was a cute showing. What about this Raticate? Yeah, another level 35. Like, give me some type of challenge. Right now, I'm literally just punching rats. This is what this game has come to, is the Zodiac just punching rats. Sandshrew, I'm gonna switch over to Tortle. Everyone's actually pretty evenly leveled. Everyone's level 54 except for Raiju, who's 55. But we're not going to be gaining any levels with these level 35 Pokemon. It's and I should have seen Sand Slash coming, if I'm being honest. And we're just gonna surf again. So basically most of the post game in this game is actually this quest for Celio. And it's a mixture of the quest with Celio with the reappearance of Team Rocket being on the Sevii Islands. So it's going to be a lot of those two things. Develop amnesia constantly and forget everything you heard. What? You've been eavesdropping on us, haven't you? So yeah, we just need to knock out the Rocket Grunts. Please have less than 4 Pokemon. Thank you. Cubone actually is an interesting one. I think we're just gonna bring back Face Laser. Fire in my face, laser! Alright, and that's Cubone down. Yeah, it's Marowak. And we just go back to Tortle. I captured the Cubone and its mom. Weirdly enough, the Cubone should have evolved by now. But I'll digress, I guess. And that is another Rocket Grunt down. Huh? What? Why'd you have to win? What a setback. We'll have to regroup. You, don't even think about taking a step inside here. If you know what's good for you, don't even think about this. Okay, I guess I'll go inside. And Mount Ember has a secret path over here called the Ruby Path. And there are actually 2 new Pokemon that can be found in here. So, starting on B1F, or on floor B1F, you can find Slugma, which is a bad Pokemon. Kind of just straight up a bad Pokemon. It is a pure fire type, with its highest stat being special attack, which is 70, which is not great to be the highest stat. Everything else is 40, except for its speed, which is 20. So it is incredibly slow. It gets hit by 3 types super effectively, and it can't really do anything to retaliate against those types because it only really learns fire type special moves, meaning it can't really do much against anything that resists fire type. But other than that, there is its evolved form here also that can only be found through rock smashing, Macargo. Macargo can only be found on floor B3F. So it's only found on this floor that I'm on, I believe. And it is technically a defensive tank, but I wouldn't use it as one because it has 2 4 times effective or 4 times weaknesses, making it really easy to KO. It's incredibly slow, which makes it incredibly difficult to use, and it still only learns fire type moves. So it's just not a good Pokemon overall, and is kind of miserable to use if you try to use it. But with those 2 gone over, if we go down here, we get to this next section of Mount Ember's Ruby Path, and you can see here that there is a bunch of Braille here, and it's kind of reminiscent to the Hoenn games, because all of the Hoenn games have the Braille to catch the Regis. But unlike that Braille, which is necessary to know what it says in order to get the Regis and do what they say, all of these are just flavor text. But I'll go over what they say anyway. So the top line reads, "Everything has meaning." The second line is, "Existence has meaning." The third line is, "Being alive has meaning." And the last line is, "Have dreams, use power." And that is entirely what the Braille reads. So we just need to head down to the last level here, and we have found the Ruby. And now we just need to head back up and out of the cave, or out of Mount Ember. There is actually a way to get out of Mount Ember quickly that is not an escape rope or using dig. But if you go up to this floor and go this direction, I believe if we push that one that way and this one this way, we could just take this ladder and it leads us up through where the first floor had this ledge, and we can just jump down this ledge and leave. And then I am just actually going to straight up fly back over to where Celio is, because this is the gemstone he was actually looking for. Yeah, I know, it took us a whole like 10 minutes to find it. Celio, what are you doing? You can't. How long have you been looking for this thing? Oh, good, my repel will go off too. Oh, that's... And we just give him the ruby. Thank you, Phoenix. You're simply amazing. May I ask one more giant favor of you? While I was studying gemstones, I discovered something important. There is another gem that forms a pair with this ruby. And the other gemstone is supposed to be on the Sevii Islands. Phoenix, please, I need you to go find the other gem. Phoenix, may I have your ferry pass and the town map? And he retraded our tri-pass for the rainbow pass. This is my own ferry pass that will let you get to all the Sevii Islands. Phoenix, please, I can't do this without you, without your help. And that's basically the only quest I actually wanted to get done this episode. But there is one more thing I wanted to show. So if we go over to 3 Island, hop on the Sea Gallop 2, High Speed 2. And on 3 Island, if we go back into this cave that we went in 2 episodes ago, we can see that it's actually now fully done. And we can now talk to this guy. Hey there, how's it going? Did you hear? I struck gold! You remembered that I was prospecting, didn't you? You can't begin to imagine just how happy I am. So I'll show you. This is for you. And he gives us a random nugget. This is a nugget. I can't give you any nuggets of wisdom, so that'll have to do. All right, thank you, Prospector. And if we head out here, we can actually get to 3 Isle Port, which has 1 new Pokemon in it. And that new Pokemon is Dunsparce. Dunsparce is technically an HP tank. I say technically because it's not a very good one. It has decently high HP at 100 base HP, but that's basically where its good stats end. The only other really good thing about Dunsparce is that it has Serene Grace, which is actually a pretty good ability, but it only has 9 moves in total that it can learn that can take advantage of it, and all 9 of them are TMs, meaning that you have to use a 1-use TM on it in order to be able to use it at all, and I just don't think that's worth it. Dunsparce also has a terrible level up moveset, but being a normal type, it actually has a pretty decent TM move pool. Learning moves like Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, I believe it learns Iron Tail, Return, Hyper Beam, just a bunch of good moves that it can learn. But with everything I just said, I think that a quote from a website called strategywiki.org, which is a website I use for planning out these episodes and everything, has one of the best quotes that I think I could ever give for it, and it wraps up how I feel about Dunsparce almost completely. So according to the website, it says, beating the Elite Four will give you access to many rare and exciting Pokemon. Dunsparce is not one of those Pokemon. Dunsparce may be a new Pokemon, but its place is inside your PC and not on your team. Which is just such a brutal, takedown of Dunsparce. It's almost bullying, but I feel very similar to how that paragraph reads, and I would just not recommend Dunsparce at all. It's not a good Pokemon, and it's pretty difficult to even recommend it at all. But with that all being said, I think we are going to end it here. So I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we are going over to 4 Island. But until then, happy adventuring.